we go. Fucking some civilization. I'm gonna pull up real quick. Oh, what the fuck? Yo, is that? Oh, that is him. Oh, dude, what the fuck? Dude, hell yeah.
What's up, man?
Dude, what's going on?
Not much. Just,
Dude, I wasn't expecting to see you out in this weird fucking part of town.
yeah, well, I got a couple drinks and then I was talking to that security guard. I thought he was just wearing like a security guard uniform and like maybe he worked somewhere else. But I was outside with my drinks and he's like, you know, if you want to like sneak your drink, just get like a cup or something like that to pour it. And I'm like, all right, cool. And he went inside. I thought he was just gonna like buy something. And then he came out and he was like holding the door open and telling people like, all right, have a good night, have a good night. And I'm like, you're the security guard for this 7-Eleven? He's like, yeah. I was like, what time are you here till? And he's like, 3 o'clock. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'll remember, you know, what you said. I think I'm gonna try that. And he's like, there's a camera right here, there's a camera right here, and there's a camera that pans back and forth right here. He's like, if you're gonna crack it open, go around the corner, pour it in a cup, and then you can come over. And I was like,
cool.
All right. But then you showed up. So,
dude, I've been driving around. I got lost in the neighborhood, and then like I just saw a 7-Eleven. I was like, oh, fucking like
something
life,
like fucking
life, yeah.
Yeah. And then, lo and behold,
and then you were just standing there, and I was like, fuck yeah.
No, you didn't get anything though.
No.
Well, that's fine. We'll stop later. Maybe we could. I don't know. If we see another 7-Eleven at some point.
I just got really excited. So, but
yeah. I was actually pretty surprised that no one was making fun of me for my drink choices.
What are your drink
choices? I got a mango-rita and a strawberry-rita. Just because, you know.
I mean, it's Thursday night. What do you want to do?
Yeah. It's not. It's Wednesday night.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, Wednesday night to Thursday morning. But yeah, like not. It's still not Thursday night.
Listen, man. My days of the week like are basically meaningless by now. Like I don't know what day of the week it is, what day of the month, what year,
what month of the day it is.
Yeah. Like I feel like this year.
I feel good. I look good. I don't know what day it is. The month, the year, doesn't matter. I will never forget this year. This has been the fucking weirdest year.
This is the longest, shortest year of my entire life, and everyone's entire life.
It's been fucking pretty cool so far. Now it's. I was going to say right now. Yeah, this year's caused me. Now look at me. I'm drinking in front of 7-Elevens in the middle of the night, and I'm like, well, I guess that's not 2020. That's fucking. Like 2014.
That's the 2000s.
Oh, no.
In general. But no, like there was a bomb threat at my job. At my job.
A bong threat?
A bong threat.
Like somebody
was fucking chiefing.
Or they threatened to chief? They're like, I'll fucking go smoke weed out of a bong there.
That would have been cool. I would have been all for that. But no, it was a real bomb threat.
But there was no bomb. Only bombs.
Yeah. It was an actual terrorist threat. So, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, holy fucking shit. Like, that happened at the beginning of the year.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, it felt like such a distant memory, thinking about, like, the fact that somebody, like, gave my job this fucking art project that was like shaped into like a bomb wrapped in an American flag.
Oh, I think I remember you telling me about that. Now that you said that, that very specific thing.
Yeah. The one time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
I
can't believe I forgot that.
When that happened this year. And to me, like, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, there's no way that happened just a couple of months ago.
It fucking did.
But it did. But so much has happened in the past, like, 6 months that one specific instance that would, like, dominate, like as a main event for, like, any other year. It's just like a footnote somewhere in, like, my memory where I'm just like, oh yeah, that happened way back when, didn't it?
So many moons ago, many years ago, when I was much younger and much stupider.
I was the same age though.
Very stupid. You weren't though. You turned 27. You fucking idiot. I guess you were as stupid though. I just realized that was the Ralph's that we went to that one time I wanted to make Bloody Marys. I had like a sudden hankering for Bloody Marys and went there to get vodka and clamato, and then I was like, I just need like a cup with like ice and like pretty much set, bro. And then we went to In-N-Out, and
you got a cup.
Yeah, I got a cup of just ice. That's why, for anyone who's interested, if you go to In-N-Out, you can get basically a Bloody Mary mix. Wait, do they have lemons there?
They do, yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
For the lemonade.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I could have sworn there was lemons there, but I didn't remember why.
There's a funny story about that Ralph's. A few years ago, I got approached by a homeless guy at that Ralph's. Right?
It was cold outside at 7-Eleven.
Right when I pulled up to that 7-Eleven, I came out.
Ralph's?
The Ralph's.
Sorry.
I went to the Ralph's, and I bought a whole bunch of shit. I was gonna make dinner. And when I came out, this homeless guy came up to me, and he was like, hey man, I don't want to bother you, but I'm really hungry. I have my cousin waiting for me over there at the McDonald's, and because there's a McDonald's just up the street.
Did you see him through the window, like he was looking out?
It was way too far, but yeah, I saw him. He's like, my cousin's over there, and like we don't have a place to stay. We don't have anything to eat, and I just wanted to see if you can like hook me up with $1 so I can get a McChicken. And I was like, normally, like I don't like giving money to homeless people. It's just like usually like either like I'll like, for one, I usually don't have cash. Like I
have his large bills.
I use my card most of the time, so like that doesn't matter. But
like the homeless people that carry square readers now. They're like, you could deposit it directly into my account. And you're like, man, fuck you.
And like, can you Venmo me, onto my iPhone 11? And I'm like, what the fuck?
See, that's the thing. They should save up enough money. Like, ask people for cash and then buy a phone and like the little cube, so that when people, they're like, oh, I don't have any cash. So like, I take card too.
I have fucking Square.
That way they can see people who are just like, fuck you, man. I don't want to give you my money.
I just don't want to give you money.
You're dirty poor people.
And I didn't have money at the time either way, but I had just bought a bunch of food. I had like chips and stuff, and I was like, I don't have any money. But I did just buy food, and I had this huge bag of chips. It was like some Lay's or some shit.
Lanes?
Lanes. But, and I was like, I can give you this bag, and you guys can fucking share it. It's a huge bag. No big deal. I can go inside and buy another one. And he was like, I would love to take you up on your offer. You have no idea how much I would love to take you.
I'm so glad you said that. I love I was drinking before you picked me up too. Labia potato chips.
He was like, I would love to take you up on your offer, but as you can see, and he pulled his mouth open like the Joker, and he just went, and didn't have any teeth.
Did you not notice that he didn't have teeth the whole time?
Well, I wasn't fucking looking directly at his mouth. Why would I notice that?
Okay, well, it's like, if someone doesn't have teeth, you notice.
Yeah.
Well, choke on my dang margarita.
He had teeth. He had like a few. They were in there.
Scattered there, just jumping around like little popcorn.
He didn't have a ton of teeth, but like...
I would hope he didn't have like a ton of teeth. Like no one has. He's like a fucking great white shark.
Like he wasn't. He didn't.
Holy shit, you have a lot of fucking teeth, man.
He didn't have a full set.
Okay. Fair.
There was just like a couple stragglers that like was just hanging around, like fucking useless.
Well, yeah, like basically not teeth
yeah.
at that point. Like they're probably doing more harm to his gums
than good. Yeah.
Than good for his tummy.
And so he was like, and he pulled up. So he pulled up in his mouth, and he's like, "I don't have good teeth." And
you're like, "You should pull those teeth out, man, and slide them under your pillow. Maybe something good will happen." He's like, "I don't have a pillow." And you're like, "Oh."
He's like, "I'm homeless."
yeah, you're like, I don't know why I said that. I was really like, that was sorry. Yeah, here's $10. Yeah.
But he was like, "That's why I wanted to get a McChicken, because it's soft food, and I wouldn't be able to eat those chips."
Oh,
what
shit.
the fuck?
You should have just fucking hit that car.
Just straight up around the light.
Yeah. I wonder if they were doing a podcast. I don't think so.
Like, there's just no rules when you're making a podcast?
Yeah.
You're like, fuck
Red
traffic
lights?
laws. Yeah. But, yeah, it's like, so he was like, yeah, the reason I need to get a McChicken is because I don't have teeth, and I can only eat soft food. So I would love to eat your chips, but I actually can't chew them.
Cool.
So I was hoping you got like $2 or $3 laying around somewhere in your car, maybe, so we'll get up a chicken with my cousin.
You're like, I don't know, your cousin sounds kind of weird. Just hanging out at the McDonald's.
You see him?
Yeah. Slobbery. He also has no teeth, or he has an abundance of teeth.
He has extra teeth.
Yeah, but so many that he also can't eat like food, or he can't like crunch it down, you know, because he's just chewing on teeth. That sounds somehow worse.
Just having too many teeth?
Yeah.
What would be worse? Having too many or having too little teeth?
Too many, because like, okay, because when you think, hold on, I need to figure out how I'm gonna phrase this without sounding fucking stupid, but there's no way to say it. When you chew your teeth now, they're okay. Right now, it's like there's no teeth in between your teeth. It's just teeth. Okay, you just feel like your teeth. It's like just flat.
Right.
So there's nothing in between it. It's just teeth, and then your other top teeth. But imagine if there's like teeth in between those, but that aren't, like, if you had a tooth on top of another tooth, but only one tooth, then you would feel it in between it. It'd be like chewing like on a bone. You would feel it in between your other teeth because everything else is leveled.
So
everything
would just grate against each other.
Yeah,
inside.
I think the thing is, if it was like, if you had if you had more teeth, then it would be an issue of like, are they all leveled? Because if they all like had a place where they all like, because like right now, or I mean, ideally, hopefully people without, dental, like severe dental problems, your teeth, when you close your jaw, it lines up. Even if your jaw is messed up, or if your teeth are kind of messed up, usually you can close your mouth.
Like it falls naturally.
Yeah, exactly. Even if your teeth are, like my jaw is offset, and my teeth, if I adjust my jaw, I can feel how my teeth are supposed to go, but then I feel how my jaw like is right now. So that, like, even if your teeth are messed up, your mouth usually just closes like kind of unimpeded because they all kind of mesh up, like Baraka from Mortal Kombat. How do you think he feels? Like, it looks crazy, but I'm sure they still kind of slide together, you know, in a way. But imagine if you had teeth like just fucking jutting out, like in different directions. So if you like chew down, it feels like there's already things in between, like the top and bottom teeth, you know?
Yeah, I guess there would have to be like, I guess you can get like braces.
I don't know. That sounds like it's gonna be more than just braces. Like, I feel like that's kind of a more than braces issue. They're like a dentist is like, your teeth aren't. It's not that your teeth just aren't aligned.
It's just
you have a lot of yeah. Like, that's the big, like, do you not really, like, I think I need dented. I need, what is it?
don't
The
know.
braces.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say I think I need dentists. I need braces.
Have you ever seen an X-ray of like a child's head?
Yeah.
Um.
Where they have their like new teeth and then the baby teeth.
Yeah.
And it just looks like they have a fuck. Like, yeah, imagine that.
But
like
it was in your face.
in your mouth already. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you have your full set of teeth and then your baby teeth on top. That's actually worse because they're smaller,
Mhm.
so you can only eat baby food still. You're like, no, I don't want to go out. I can only eat mashed peas and fucking mangoes and shit.
I need to puree my carrots.
Yeah, like my mom gave me one of her fries one time and it was epic. But apart from that, like, I don't know. Having baby teeth sucks. Imagine. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, imagine having
baby teeth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine having baby teeth as an adult. But then I remember that, like, Kirsten Dunst has fucking baby teeth. Like,
No, but
or P Diddy. P Diddy has little baby
like
teeth.
tiny teeth.
Yeah,
He has like a buck tooth.
he's got like dolphin teeth.
He looks like Bugs Bunny.
I don't know. Man. Keeps me up at night. So does Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. He has fucking baby teeth. He looks.
He does have baby teeth.
Yeah.
He has like his face is just like a skull. Like his skin is barely covering like the shape of the bone. Like his nose is just like the cartilage covering the hole, and that's it.
Why do you hate him so much, man?
I just think he's ugly.
He looks like Morbius from what is it, Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like Morbius.
The living vampire.
Yeah, yeah. You know, Gerard Way actually looks exactly like I forgot his name.
He looks like
the singer from the Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan.
He looks like a skeleton.
Take it easy, okay? I get it.
Like when they dressed up as skeletons for the Black Parade, they didn't do anything to Gerard Way. He just showed up on set.
Yeah, they're like, he's like, I'm sorry I'm late for makeup. They're like, what do you mean? You clearly had makeup done.
Like he saved hours on set.
Have you ever been to Buca
Di Beppo?
Yeah. Buca di Beppo?
Is it racist to do this as an Italian?
Have you been there? And I don't know. Probably, yeah. No, if you do it, if you're Italian, then no.
But I'm not Italian.
No.
So if I do this when I'm talking in an Italian accent, is that racist?
I think it's the Italian accent.
Yeah.
The Italian accent. I think that's what's racist.
Oh, okay.
Not you doing this. Anyway.
No, I've never been there.
Cool. Great. What a fucking great build-up for fucking nothing. Real glad.
Yeah.
Man, I should have stayed in front of that 7-Eleven.
Hey, man, you didn't have to get in the car.
It was cold out there, though. I forgot my jacket.
Like, you had a friend.
Yeah, he was drinking coffee, and he's like, I need to start drinking tea.
Like, I never got anything at 7-Eleven. We could have both had a better transaction from that.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
He was telling me that, because he was drinking, I think he was drinking coffee. Well, he might have been drinking tea.
Because he was drinking a 40. Yeah. He poured it in the cup. Yeah. That's how he knew where to go.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you could go use my spot around the corner. When I was talking to him, he was telling me that, like, well, he was saying, he's like, man, like, I got, like, kidney pain. I got, like, kidney problems. He's like, I need to start drinking this, like, certain kind of tea. And then I was like, man, that sucks. Like, that was it. Like, that's all I really said. Like, I don't know anything about, like, I'm not a doctor, dude. I don't know what to tell you, but I was like, that sucks. You have to do that. And he's like, yeah, and then, like, my back's been hurting and this and that. And then you pulled up and he's like, oh, you got to bounce? And I'm like, yeah, I got to go. And I just jumped in your car.
Okay.
Because I'm not a doctor, and also, the guy was nice. I can't really say anything about him. He was a cool dude. But also,
but it's still weird.
I don't want to know about your kidney problems, man. Like,
what do people expect you to say that? Like, to, like, any kind of, like, medical issue that they tell you about? Because I feel like that happens. They're like, hey, how you doing? I was like, not so good.
Like,
my sciatica is really bothering me, and
you're like, I don't even know what that is or how to spell that.
I have a club foot, and
okay, that Kasabian song. You
can only do 4 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get a copyright strike because it would sound fucking just like it.
fucking to the T.
Yeah.
And-
I don't know what to say to people that like.
and really,
Okay.
like it's just like, what do you want me to do? You want me to like pity you or be like, fucking that sucks? Oh, give you advice? Be like, oh, like don't hurt. Like what do you want?
You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start telling people like that I have the same affliction.
You should. Yeah, I was. my suggestion was gonna be try to compete with them.
Yeah, they're like I've been having really bad back pain. You know, I have this and that. I'm like, I have cancer. It's terminal. And they're like, all right, like that's. I'm like, yeah, my cancer hurts me. All right, have a good day, and it'll be $37.50. They're like, you're still working here? Not for long. Not after the cancer takes me.
Only have 3 months left.
See, that's the thing. Like, I interact with people all the time, and everyone that I interact with, if I'm like, hey, how's it going? Then they're like, good. How are you? Good. Cool. Easy. Like exchanging, you know, like courtesies, and that's it. And it's like that's all it is. No one cares when you ask like, hey, how's your day going? I'm like, it fucking sucks. Like, I'm cashiering you and like 1,000 other dickheads. No one cares. How are you doing? Good. How are you? Good. Cool. I mean, ring up your shit. You can leave, and I can get back to doing whatever.
Like, it's just an acknowledgement that you were interacting with somebody.
Yeah,
during
exactly.
the process. You don't have to tell me your fucking life story.
Yeah, and then when I get people that come in, and then I'm like, they're like, hey, how's it going, bro? And I'm like, good. How are you? And he's like, oh, I'm so tired, man. I've been running around. I'm like, oh my god, you can stop already. Whatever you're gonna say, I already don't care. You didn't say good. I already don't care. Whatever it is you're saying. Anyway.
Would it be more irritating for somebody to be like, to tell you what it is, or for somebody to make a joke out of it? Or not a joke, but like make it like for example, like a dad joke.
Jokes are the worst.
Where it's like, how you doing again? And somebody goes, it's a living.
What? That's not a joke. Why would they say that?
That's why, because it's a joke. It'd be funny.
That would be funny because it wouldn't make sense. But how's your day going? It's a living. Like, okay, like that would genuinely make me laugh just because of the fact that it didn't make fucking sense. But I don't know. I don't understand why everyone thinks it's still funny to be like, I guess it must be free. Now the thing is too, what the fuck is it?
He's wearing a vest.
He's a security
For this
circle? four-way.
For this four-way intersection?
It's gonna turn green right as he passes in front of you.
I'll hit him.
Oh! Did you see him? He was like, oh! What the fuck was that about?
I don't know.
Anyway, my boss, my store manager, in a meeting just recently, she was like talking about everyone and like, she's like, these people have like amazing customer service, like above and beyond customer service. Lewis and Bailey, like you guys are above and beyond best customer service. And everyone's like, yeah, it's true. She's like, and then, you know, so-and-so, this, that, you're this, that. She's like, and Greg, when his customer service, it's like he's like a mirror image of me. And she said that as like a, ugh, like he's fucking exactly like me because of the fact that I'm like sick of people's shit. And when people come, oh, I thought you were gonna get that little thing. When people come up,
I always imagine as a child, and I'm like, not today.
what are you talking about?
So I went to the park recently, like when the quarantine started, just to hang out. Oh, I didn't finish telling you I'll get back to it. But
About what though? So I can remind you.
about like the routine that me and Jasmine have going, like during the week. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna forget.
And
I already forgot what you were going to tell me before I told you to tell me the other thing for me to remind you of. So what were you gonna say?
So I went to the park. I
forgot.
And there was you know in movies when
You ever watch movies? Like
when like movies like usually like some sort of weird romantic comedy with like a tragic backstory where like there's like a child
yeah,
and the child dies.
okay.
And so that almost happened to me where I almost murdered a child.
Holy shit.
So it was exactly like how it happens in movies where like this little kid is being a little fucking shithead and he throws the ball and it bounces out into the middle of the street and without any fucking like awareness of his surroundings, he just runs in the middle of the street chasing his ball while there's a car coming at him fucking 45 miles an hour, which is me. I'm going 45 miles an hour.
Yeah, I thought you were the ball.
No,
I know you're the car.
I was the child.
Oh. Wait, were you the child?
No, I was the 45.
I'm so confused.
I was the car.
I'm so confused.
So, yeah, so the fucking kid, the ball like rolls in front of my car as the child runs directly into traffic to try to get it.
Typical children.
As I'm coming fucking full speed towards him.
That's gay.
And
pedophilic.
It's weird. Why you gotta make it weird?
You said it, dude. I don't know what you mean.
Why do you have your head in pedophilia?
I didn't have my head anywhere, but it sounded like you had your head elsewhere.
And
anyway,
have you heard about the Wayfair conspiracy?
Yeah, that's
dude,
fucking crazy.
That's
like to the point where it's like not a conspiracy. Like it's too blatantly not a conspiracy. Like it's
even if it's not.
What else could it
be? Like there's definitely some crime
going
involved.
on. Yeah, there's something going on.
There's something illegal happening. I don't wanna like jump to conclusions and assume that it's fucking kidnapped children
or anything really.
Yeah.
Like you can't make assumptions off of that because the more I saw people talking about it, the more people were making assumptions. That's all it was, and they were just speculating, and then it was becoming murkier to try to find what it could possibly be.
Yeah,
because there were so many theories and so much speculation that it made potential truth so murky. But that's just a theory. A game theory.
Can't use that.
Okay, we'll edit that out. So anyway, you killed the kid.
Anyway, so the kid got out of the way.
That sounds like that was so anticlimactic. Like you built it up, and then you were like, I was driving like 400 miles an hour down this fucking road, and this kid like.
Why would I admit to
darted in front of? Why would you admit to killing a kid?
Yeah, why would I admit to like fucking manslaughter?
But you did do it,
and it was about to happen. But I got this close.
I was so about to vehicularly manslaughter that
somebody.
show.
Yeah.
Child slaughter.
Yeah.
It's not a man.
Child slaughter.
Yeah.
It's a cool band name.
I don't know. Arguably.
I found a new genre of music. Personally, I don't know. I don't didn't invent it, but
weird transition already from like speaking of child slaughter, I found a cool new band or something.
It's not a band. It's a genre. It's called death step.
Okay. Weird. Also,
it's a weird mashup of like death metal and dubstep. And I think that would be the perfect name for a death step artist. Child slaughter.
All right. Well, you spoke it out into the ether. So let it be said, so shall it be done.
I hope so. I'll go see their show live.
Child Slaughter?
Yeah.
Or like this band?
Child Slaughter's coming to St. Louis.
Cool. Or you just see a headline saying Child Slaughter coming to St. Louis, and you're not sure if you should be like concerned or hyped. But then again, you remember you don't have kids, so you're like, I'll just be hyped.
Yeah.
Like worst case scenario, I'm not affected in any way. Like other people's lives are ruined and not mine. Or I get to see my favorite death step.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, man. Like
sometimes they're one and the same.
Yeah, maybe that's like one of their things. Like they bring up children to slaughter on stage. Ooh.
It's like a cult.
Yeah, at that point, I think it's less. At that point, you're definitely not going to just enjoy the music. You're definitely going to watch children be slaughtered. So did you kill the kid or not?
No, I didn't kill him.
What happened?
They just moved out of the way, and I didn't kill him. There was a point to the story. I forgot.
I know. I was like, that's why I was like, that was so anticlimactic. Like you were building it up. But you're like 20 years ago, I was driving around and fucking this kid darted in front of my car, and then I don't know, I didn't hit him, and then nothing of consequence happened.
There was a reason I brought up the story.
Have you
fucking checked tapes?
There was nothing.
I don't know why I brought it up.
Have you had Fat Burger? We just passed one right now.
So I have a vendetta against Fat Burger.
Okay, I'm really glad I asked about that because I have no idea what this could be. In like 10 years, I've never heard of your Fat Burger vendetta.
Well, this is recent.
Still, I mean, it's 10 years. Like, even if it happened recently, it's within 10 years. Yeah.
It's true. I went at least 10 years without having a vendetta, and now I have one. But
you've had a few we can make a list of vendettas that you may or may not.
Sure, I have a lot of strong opinions about stuff that doesn't matter.
I agree.
But
in fact, I'm sure there's more than a few people that would be willing to agree. Stretch.
But no, there's right by my job there is a Fat Burger, and it has a drive-through, and they fucking suck. They're the worst fucking fast food place I've ever been to, like hands down. Like, I've been assaulted in a McDonald's before. That was a better experience. Like,
cool. Okay, I need to hear about that also, I guess.
But
I feel like I know that story, but also...
Well, I used to work at one, remember?
No, I know, but I mean... Yeah, but you weren't always... Like, it wasn't like every day I'm getting assaulted at fucking McDonald's. Like, I don't know that story. I know you worked at McDonald's, but not that, like... every day you're being sexually assaulted by people.
No, I was... That part was true. I was being sexually assaulted every single day at McDonald's.
Wait, by the manager?
Yeah, remember that?
Oh, I do. Yeah, weird. Oh, shit.
There was a manager that was very sexually inappropriate to me the entire time I worked there.
She's like, hey, can you work 6 to 9 today? And you're like, 3 hours? Bet. Yeah. Cool, easy shift.
And she would make like really weird and inappropriate comments. She'd be like, "Can I get Oscar? Can I get
dick in my mouth?"
No.
You're like, something's kind of off about this manager. She's kind of weird.
Like, can I get a sweet pie? And then I would be like, "What do you mean the pie's in the front?" She's like, "That's not what I meant." And then she would walk away, and I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
God, I already nutted in my pants.
It's a crazy thing. She didn't say that, but she definitey came on to me real hard. Like,
whoa, cool. Sounds intense.
I wish I could remember like specifically what she said to me,
Was it like she was like trying to like they had like the burger area? She got like 2 buns, and she's like, "Hey Oscar, I need you to put your meat in these buns." And then you're like cooking the meat, and you're like, "Okay, like who ordered it?" And she's like, "No, like your meat in these buns." And you're like, "Okay, who ordered it?" The fuck, bitch! Like, what do you want? Who ordered the burger?
They asked for a hamburger. They asked for a cheeseburger with no cheese. So
Ew. She's like, "I want your cheeseburger with no cheese," and you're like,
Ew.
"You already know it has cheese, baby."
Gross.
Anyway.
Anyways, so Fat Burger.
Oh yeah. Oh, you almost killed that fucking guy.
What were you gonna call him?
I was gonna call him homeless guy, but I looked at him and he didn't look homeless. Like he just looked like a guy. Cause he was about to cross and he looked like he was black. Okay, I wasn't gonna call him a black guy, but I was gonna say a homeless guy because I was like, there's no one else out here, and he was carrying a bag, and I was like, you're gonna hit that homeless guy, and then I looked at him and I was like, guy, like regular, yeah, like regular guy. Yeah, like a regular looking guy walking at 2:27 in the morning and just carrying a plastic bag. He might have been homeless and just wearing normal clothes. Like he just didn't look dirty. I don't know. Good for him, I guess.
I mean, I guess.
Like, what else would you be? It's fucking 2:30 in the morning. Like, what else are you doing?
I don't know where I'm out about.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I didn't have any follow up to that. You're right.
Anyway, so Fat Burger, they have the slowest, worst service I've ever had in any place ever, and
I've been there once, and they were pretty slow.
That one specifically, I don't think I've ever had an issue anywhere else. I just have a vendetta against that specific Fat Burger.
The one we passed?
No,
oh.
It's the one up the street. We might pass by, but that place. So what happened was, this was before quarantine, so it was like normal service. It wasn't like they were swamped or anything fucking weird like that. And I pulled up, and there was like maybe 3 cars in front of me. There was like the one like out the window, and then 2 more, and then me. That was it. So it's not like there was a long line or anything, like something that would like hold up service.
Yeah.
Like I've worked in fast food places. I know that 3 cars is not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So like it took about 30 minutes for me to be able to get to the speaker from those 3 cars. So it took a long fucking time, just like for a single car to leave.
Yeah.
And then from there, I got to the fucking speaker window to place my order, and I called the speaker window for like a good 10 minutes before I started thinking like, oh, maybe it's broken. Maybe that's why it's taking so long, because people are like ordering at the window.
Yeah.
And because I just feel like I was like, hello, like I'm
Like
trying
to the
to order,
point where you're like, okay, something must be up.
yeah, like something's up, like no one's answering, and it's like it's already been like 10 minutes, and the line continues to not move.
And like fast food, this is from what I know. I never worked in food, but from what I know, the drive-through is priority.
Yes,
right.
Drive-through is priority.
So you would assume that as soon as you pull up, you're immediately like at least like acknowledgement. Because I've gone places and people are like, "Hey, can you just give me a minute?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? That's what I was gonna say." Even though, yeah, I've been to a McDonald's like 400 times, but I don't know. Maybe I want something different. No, I want a fucking number 2.
But I just go for the nuggets.
You're fucking so right, man. Nuggets are pretty good.
Like, I worked at a McDonald's, and I know that the only food that's worth eating is those McNuggets.
You know, I at least know that the food from McDonald's is trash, but I love it, man. I also eat at 7-Eleven.
I fucking love those nuggets.
And when I love Little Caesars pizza.
I hate Little Caesars pizza. I can't do it.
I think it's good. I think it's like for $6, the pizza you get.
I don't know.
Decent.
I hate.
When's the last time you had Little Caesars? You fucking fake ass bitch.
At your house?
When?
Like,
You never go to my house.
Like 6 months ago, probably.
See, since then, dude, they're like fucking. Oscar came around. He's being a little bitch about shit. So now we're improving our shit. We're
There's
putting
no way.
more pepperoni, more bread, a lot of bread. It's all bread.
They did put bacon on their crust.
Did they?
Yeah, they have like those bacon crust pizzas.
No. Whatever. I got the $6 extra most bestest pizza, and that shit is fire. Sometimes I'll even let it get cold. And I'll eat it when it's cold pizza. It's cold pizza. What's wrong with cold pizza?
Dude, inflation's real. That shit used to be $5.
What the fuck are you talking about? They have the $5 pizza.
Still?
Yes.
Oh,
and it's a regular like pepperoni pizza.
What's
but then
the
they have
$6 one?
The $6 one is the same one, but with more pepperoni and like more cheese. I think.
No.
Like it's just a better version of it.
For
And
an
it's
extra
like,
dollar?
Yes.
That's a good deal.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And you just
I'll never pay for it, but it's a good deal.
you come in. I'll pay for it. Come into my house. I'll buy you one. I'll buy us one, and we'll eat it together. And we'll talk, and we'll see how you feel about
We'll
it.
rate it.
Yeah,
I'll rate it.
you'll rate it. You also worked at 2 different major pizza places.
That's
Currently working at one,
true. Currently working at one.
having been fired from the other one because you destroyed private property.
True.
Is this a cop? It's not a cop.
Yeah. And it wasn't public property. It was private property. Is that what you
So I
said?
said yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said public and then I corrected myself. I
Okay,
said,
no, it was private property.
yeah.
But anyway, where was I going with this? Story, yeah. Fat Burger.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
I forgot all about it. Yeah, so they didn't answer at the fucking window or like at the little speaker for like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, whatever.
Oh, dude, there was a 7-Eleven right there.
Dude,
You should have. Whatever. We'll go to another one.
it's fine.
Anyway.
Anyway,
So
so
old car water.
yeah.
I'll drive.
All right. I don't think that's safe.
We've done this for years. This is how I initially learned how to drive. Was from the passenger seat. Yeah.
Cool.
So my perception of driving was way off. I was scraping up against shit.
I had that problem when I started driving as well. Like I would always like lean to the right.
Yeah.
I have like the perspective of the passenger.
Yeah. I feel like I adjusted pretty well, but I don't know. I think the places that I felt as though I would get paranoid driving, I did get paranoid driving when I started driving. Like going down Whittier Boulevard, like from Pico to Whittier. You know how it's like super, it's like a long straightaway and it's super narrow and you're like all the lanes are super close to each other. I hate that shit. Where it's like the I don't know how to put it. Where it's like a normal lane, like the way when you're driving in the same direction as other people. It's like that, but with the oncoming traffic. Also that same exact distance, and everyone's going like 40 miles an hour down Whittier Boulevard. I hate that shit.
I took a road trip to Portland, and one of the reasons I hated driving through Portland was because of that. All the
Really?
streets are like that. Where it's just like, at least in like the downtown area where I was like staying.
Where it's like every lane is exactly like the size of your car, but also there's no separation from like oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are all one. It's like double lines, but they're.
This is Fat Burger. This is the one I hate.
Oh. The spinning sign. Where are we? Hollywood in Vermont. Ooh, this is a fucking Lux Fat Burger.
Fucking
They have a spinning sign.
Fat Burger's fucking. bitch.
What if we come back? We'll do a video where you review Little Caesar's extra most bestest pizza, and then we'll go to Fat Burger after. See if we'll time it.
The redemption arc.
Yeah.
Let's see. See if they
can they redeem themselves.
See if they can improve their service from the first time.
I feel like you're gonna be. If they take a normal amount of time, you're still gonna be like, fuck them.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to be fast.
Fast Burger.
Well, that's not what it's called. It's called Fat Burger.
Well, I mean, it's like most of their name though. Like if they add an S to their name,
they'll just be Fast Burger.
Fat Burgers. Or yeah, what you said.
It's a Fat Burger.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, finish the story now.
Anyway, so
I hit the kid going 45 miles per hour. Splattered all over my windshield.
I really want to know why I brought that up. But
so does everyone else in the world. There was no reason to that story. 'Cause you were like, I know it started as you were like, because I pointed out that little sign.
Oh yeah.
Street, and I was like, dude, you almost hit that sign, and you're like, I almost killed a kid one time, and I was like, what?
That's what it was, because I always thought about that little kid as that sign.
Oh, that's why you never hit that sign?
Yeah, uh-huh.
No way, really?
I'm like, not today.
Oh.
That's the connection.
Okay, we'll see if it's connected. Play it back. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
You're editing the video anyway, so
We'll see.
it'll be up to you whether or not it actually plays
I'll
back.
insert myself.
Saying it, correcting it.
Connecting the story.
Now I don't want you to edit the video just because of the fact that you're
I have that power.
to make yourself right all the time. No, I do remember you saying that because I pointed it out, and you had some weird little issue with it, and I'm like, what? And you're like, I killed the kid in 1945 or whatever.
Before my grandparents were born.
Yeah. It's like the Back to the Future thing. Like you're your own grandfather. That's why you look like yourself. I mean, that's why you look. I bet that's why you look like your grandfather.
I'm my own grandfather.
Anyway,
so eventually the cars. I finally get to the like fucking actual window, and the fucking girl that's there, like asks me like what my order was, and I'm like, what the fuck do you mean what my order was? I haven't ordered yet. I was fucking waiting at the speaker for fucking 15 minutes, and no one answered. So I came here to order, and she was like, all right, give me a second. And then she closed the fucking window, and then made me wait for another 10 minutes before she came up, and she was like, all right, what do you want to order?
She's like, sorry, I gotta get something real quick. Someone just pulled into the drive-thru.
She was like, I waited for like another fucking 10 whole minutes. It wasn't busy inside. There was no way that she was busy with fucking customers behind me, because there was no one else back there. So like, I don't understand what the fuck was going on. So eventually she opened the window. She was like, all right, what do you want? I placed my order. It took fucking another 25 minutes. I was there for like an hour and a half almost. Just like, at some point, like, I was just committed.
That's what I was
closed.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like,
yeah.
How long in total were you there?
I want to say it was like an hour, like hour 20, hour 30, like the entire process. And like at that point, by the time I was waiting, like in the window, like I was already like, all right, I'm gonna get food from here, or I'm gonna fucking like starve for the rest of the year.
Weird.
Well, like either I eat here or I will never eat again, Cause like
I really wish you didn't eat there. like I'm seeing you now, and you're like complete. Like you're like. Just, when I left you're like, and I'm like, skinny boy. Then we crashed or something. I don't know.
But yeah. And then it took like 5 minutes, and then they fucked up my order. I asked for the fucking thing with no pickles, and they gave me pickles.
They give you you're like, thank you, and you leave, and you open your bag, and it's just pickles. And you're like, what the fuck? It's the one thing I asked you not to put in here.
And that's all you gave me.
And it's all pickles.
I just like, and
at that point, if I worked at Fat Burger, I'd be like, fuck this fool. He's been in here for like fucking an hour and a half. Just fuck it. Like, just put pickles in here. Let's quit, man. Let's fucking never come back here.
Let's burn this motherfucker down.
I was like, so close earlier today there was a lady I was so fed up at work. This lady who was counting her, I like had a line, or actually I was just running out and there's no one in line.
Are you guys affected by the coin shortage?
Yes.
I hadn't heard of that until like someone asked me at work.
I'm sure. Well, that's the thing. Like, you guys interact with money differently than we do. We interact with it like in every different way. We get like cards, we get cash, we get people counting out like direct, like exact change. So I'm sure you guys don't get like a lot of as many like cash transactions as we do. You know, or even in person transactions. Like, I'm sure there's way more people that come in who, like, when I ordered it online, you're like, here you go.
Yeah, even like the cash transactions, like the ones that I deal with, like usually just round it out.
Yeah.
And like they're not worried about the coins.
Yeah.
Like if it's like $20 and like 28 cents, I'll be like, it's $20.
Yeah, that's what my manager said. She's like, within like reason, just round it down. Like, round it. If it's like, you know, if it's 19.10 and they give you a 20, just give them $1 back. Like, just, we'll bite the bullet on that. Especially because my store, we need quarters in order to get a cart. So if a customer's like, hey, I don't have a quarter, and then I'm like, I don't know, I don't either. They're like, well, what do we do?
I don't either.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Bring your own quarter. I don't know.
We're all out of luck.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, now you know what the coin shortage is, all right? You fucking dumb bitch. Anyway. I almost quit today because some fucking lady was like the final like just push. There was like no one else in my line. I was like, finally I get to have a break, like, where, because I had a constant line, just constant people.
Is it busy again? Like, are people like starting to panic buy shit?
No, it's just since the pandemic, we've had a huge influx of people. So what would have been having normal days or regular transactions is now, it's not uncommon to just have a day where you're sitting and ringing the entire time. And I'm one of the fastest ringers in the store, and it's really between me and another guy.
Is it Lewis?
No, it's Joe. And Joe is
that's the only name I know.
Because of what I said earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I said another name too. Do you remember it?
No.
Play back the tape.
Is it Brianna?
No, but you're close. Well, I mean, not close, but his name is Bailey.
No.
And he's not a girl. Last time I checked. You know what I mean?
Bailey sounds like a girl name.
Bailey's like one of those ambidextrous names.
Oh.
What is it?
Gender fluid?
I don't think either of us are right. I think gender fluid is when you can write with your left and your right hand. I don't know what I said there. Anyway, yeah, me and Joe are the fastest scanners fastest checkers in the West. Probably, arguably. And I would still have like a line like all the way down my aisle. I'm like, fuck, I have to call her back up. I feel stupid. So then I finally got to the point where I was so frustrated and fed up. And there was finally like just like 2 people in line. I was like, I kill this line real quick. And then this lady's like, I'm like, oh, it's like, you know, $8.87. And she gives me $8, and I'm like, fuck. Because then she's like, I think I have the 87 cents. And I'm like, dude, like, I have a fucking 2 people in line. Like, just please let me get a break for a second. And then as soon as she opens, she, like, puts her stuff away and starts digging through to find, like, a separate coin purse. And then pulls it out. And then he goes, ding, ding. And she's, like, dropping coins. She's like, I need to pick up my coins first. And I'm like, oh, my God. And then she gives me, like, 24 cents. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, it's 87 cents or whatever the fuck it was. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, and she gives me like another quarter. I'm like,
fuck?
Dude, like, it's more than this. Like, at that point, I was like, I'll let my till be short. All right, and this is the only thing that kept me there was the fact that I was like fantasizing about like just throwing the change on the floor and being like, fuck this, and going to my locker, getting my shit, and just leaving. And I'm like, I'm just never gonna come back to the store ever again.
Just like the 7-Eleven warehouse, or I'm sorry, the 99-cent store.
Oh yeah. Did they ever ask about you?
No, I just got a check in the mail one day.
That's fucking crazy that you just like left.
It's the only time I've ever done that.
Oh, wait.
It's a very satisfying way of quitting.
Oh, yeah. Just, like, leaving and be like, fuck this. And I'm leaving and I'm going to have the day off now because I'm quitting. I'm leaving my job.
Yeah, especially because, like, the way that I was working was overnight. So I was going in at fucking 4 p.m. and getting off at 4 a.m. So when I quit, it was, like, midnight or like 11. Like 11 or midnight or so. So I just put my fucking pallet down. And I was like, all right,
I'm going home. I'm not coming back. I'm going home and I'm going to bed.
I'm fucking setting this down. Never coming back.
Yeah.
Going to bed. That was it for me.
That's good.
Never went back.
There's a little person in the street.
Like, I slept like a baby. That's the best sleep I've ever done.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, there's a fucking like bougie Ralph's. Oh, there's a bunch of cops.
Oh, it's the cannabis cafe right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, is it?
You just passed it.
Oh. Well then.
It's pretty cool in
Do you mind if we pull over somewhere? Maybe you get off and have a cigarette or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna drinking these fucking. Or you know what? I only had one fucking margarita and I'm already like stone sober, man. I think I at least need to have
2 of them.
2 of them, yeah. Well, I have 2 of them. I just, it's also getting warm. Which is the problem with, like, having a high tolerance. And, well, no one should be drinking while they're driving around with someone else. But if they, hypothetically were, one of the biggest problems is the fact that there's cops. One of the biggest problems is the fact that they get warm sometimes, like, as you're drinking.
Gotta drink faster.
That's true. I didn't think about that, man.
Easy, simple solution.
Probably like the simplest solution. It's like, well, it's getting warm. Just drink it faster. Oh yeah, real funny, man. You're real fucking funny. You know that?
I'm just trying to help.
Pull over, man. I'm ready to get out of here. I'll find another way home. Maybe we could have a cigarette and then I don't know, man. I think I'm pretty close to my house. I think. Where are we? We're in Hollywood Hall.
Yeah, we're next to Pigs.
Oh boy.
close to home.
Okay, well, do you want to at least like have a cigarette with me before
Yeah, let's go
I
ahead.
try to find a ride?
Sometimes you start off with living. Live that dream.
Yeah. What's up?
If life is living, then I'm living it right. That's why we're still drinking and we're getting on high. If life is living, then I'm living